Stop caring what people think. Everyone says stop caring what people think, but no one tells you how. Because the problem isn't that you care. The problem is where your validation comes from. From the moment you wake up, you're being judged. Your looks, your choices, your pace, your progress. And without realizing it, you start living for reactions instead of truth. Likes, approval, compliments, silence. You read into everything, and slowly, your confidence stops being yours. Here's the truth most people avoid. External validation is addictive. It feels good when people approve of you. It feels safe when you're accepted. But the moment your worth depends on others, you lose control. Because people change, opinions shift, attention fades, and when it does, so does your sense of self. That's why some people feel confident one day and completely worthless the next. Same person, different reactions. That's not confidence, that's emotional dependence. Internal validation is different. It's quiet, it doesn't announce itself, and it doesn't need permission. Internal validation means you decide who you are before the world reacts. It's knowing you showed up honestly, even if no one noticed. It's respecting yourself even when no one claps. It's standing by your values when being liked would be easier. Most people never develop this. They outsource their self-worth. They ask, did they approve? Was I impressive enough? Did I say the right thing? Instead of asking, was I aligned? Was I honest? Did I act with integrity? Here's something uncomfortable, but freeing. No matter what you do, someone will misunderstand you. You can be kind and still be disliked. You can be quiet and still be judged. You can be confident and still be criticized. So the goal is not to avoid judgment. The goal is to stop letting it define you. Internal validation grows when your standards become personal, not social. You stop chasing applause. You start chasing clarity. You don't ask, do they approve? You ask, do I approve? And that changes everything. Because once your approval matters more than theirs, fear loses power. You stop over-explaining. You stop performing. You stop shrinking yourself to be digestible. Not because you don't care about people, but because you finally care about yourself. This doesn't mean becoming cold or arrogant. It means becoming grounded. You listen to feedback, but you don't live by it. You consider opinions, but you don't surrender to them. You choose your values, you choose your direction, and you let the noise pass. Real confidence isn't loud, it doesn't argue, it doesn't need to win. It just stands. So if you want freedom, start here. Build a life you respect, even in silence. Make choices you can stand behind, even alone. And remember, the moment you stop living for external validation is the moment you start living for real. Because the strongest approval you'll ever receive is the one that comes from within.